It is Monday, June 14th, 10:04 a.m. Coming off a night at the Super 8 in Daleville, Virginia. Got to hit the Mexican restaurant down there. That was definitely a highlight. Had some chips and guac yesterday afternoon, followed by dinner with a good group of hikers. Interesting group of hikers last night. So I'm a little late getting out of here. I had to try and get a video edited and uploaded. I've got several more to do, but I just don't have time to do it right now. So I got to get back on trail and make some more miles. I get to see Mrs. Shoes at the end of the week, so I'm highly motivated to get up the trail and get to her. Oh, and it rained last night, so everything's soft. That's great. And the temperature's cool. It's gonna be a good day of hiking. Got to take a bath, wash my clothes, feel like a new man. It's amazing how much those little things affect your mood. All right, this is a huge accomplishment for me. 1/3 of the Appalachian Trail in the bag. This is mile 731. Very happy to be here. Came to another road crossing. That's north. This is where we are, Troutville. And here's a reference of the entire trail. And we are right here. So it's amazing how little Virginia I've done, how much is left. Wow. Yeah, this map really kind of puts it into perspective. But 1/3 of the trail, that's a lot in my book. So I should get up here somewhere close to DC in the next 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna hop on a plane and go up here, summit Katahdin, and then start going south. So looks like I'll do Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, the dreaded rocks of Pennsylvania. We'll see how that goes. Maryland, and then back into West Virginia, then Virginia to finish. I've got a 4-day food carry, so I typically put 2 full days and peanut butter and other stuff like that in my pack, and then I'll carry the extra to keep the weight off my back and to take it easy on my backpack. It's a tiny ultralight pack, and it should never have more than like 12 or 15 pounds in it. I don't even know if I have 12 in it now. Maybe with water, but I don't like to abuse it. To me, it's no big deal since I don't use trekking poles to carry this. And then probably tomorrow or the next day, I'll be able to put all this stuff back in the pack and maintain that consistent pack weight. That's the other thing I like about it too, is that my pack is usually pretty consistent in weight. And I just, keep the food bag in my hand most of the day and kind of swing it around, change hands. Does something, it's something to provide a little weight for my arms to move around and fidget with, since I don't use trekking poles. I just scared up a little baby rabbit. See if I can get him on film. Little bitty guy. There he is. There he goes. Oh. It's 7:19 and I'm still walking. Made myself some beans to eat while I walk. Can utilize this time so it doesn't have to be spent at camp. Plus I'll be done and cleaned up and ready to go to bed by the time I get to camp. All I have to do is set up, hang a bear bag. This is pre-cooked dehydrated pinto beans, refried beans, some Skyline chili hot sauce, and some portobello mushroom jerky that is garlic roasted. Should be some good stuff. Although I don't think you'll want to walk behind me on the trail tomorrow. Alright, this is the Wilson Creek shelter. Alright, it is 8:09. I think I'm going to stay right here at the Wilson Creek shelter. It's pretty convenient. There's nobody here but a couple of hammock campers. And I found a nice comfy looking spot right here. So I'm just going to set up right here and call it a night. I got cell phone signal. I got water close by. Bear bags in the air, and there's a 2-minute, probably 5-minute setup to throw out all my stuff and hang the tarp up. I'm going to brush my teeth, hang the bear bag, and stake out the sides of the tarp, and I'm ready to go. I'll check in the morning. Good night.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, June 15th, 6:28 in the morning. And I slept like a baby.
Here's where I slept. It is 7:39 and I'm a little behind schedule, but ready to get back on trail. So the miles and miles of pea gravel yesterday have aggravated my foot again. That same spot on the left side where I had bruised the metatarsal. It's starting to hurt on me again, big time. Yesterday I was slow on all the gravel, and today I knew as soon as I got up I was gonna have troubles today. It hurts every time I touch that thing on the ground. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. It's possible I may have to make the choice between miles and putting on sandals, because I feel like I need a day to recover right now at least before I can start traveling again at a reasonable pace. And then, well, I'm gonna just keep getting miles and miles and miles of gravel. So not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll get lucky and the terrain will change. We'll see. It's 9:15 and the more that I walk, the better it gets. I've had a little bit of break from the relentless miles of gravel and that helps. Definitely helps my morale. Just got into a little thicket of Catawba rhododendrons, so that picks up my mood as well. Love these things. Glad to see them again. All of them have this nice luscious new growth on them. Beautiful. Oh, and there's some seed pods. Be ready in a couple months. There's some more after the flowers. All right, I am at mile 743.5. And I've had to make a decision that I am not proud of, but it's necessary. The metatarsal on my left foot that was irritated, agitated a while back, made me get off trail for a couple days. It's been really rocky over the last couple days, and I've got it aggravated again, and I have decided that I needed to put my sandals on. This is gravel. I can do gravel. This is miles and miles and miles of gravel, and it has got me where I'm in pain with the metatarsal. The gravel I can deal with, no problem. But the metatarsal has me in pain. Every step I'm taking, every time a rock would just touch that area underneath the pad of my foot, it's like sticking a knife in it. That's what got me off trail before, and I can't risk doing that again. The pain is it just wears you out, and I'm not going to take any ibuprofen or anything like that. I've never actually had any ibuprofen in my entire life, or aspirin. I just don't do that because I think it would hurt worse if the pain was masked. So I got to listen to my body, and I had to make a choice between making the miles that I'm supposed to make or maintaining 100% barefoot hike, in which I have maintained 100% barefoot hike up until mile 743.5. I'm very proud of myself. I wanted to do the entire trail completely barefoot, but I think this is the right thing to do. And as soon as I can, I'll be ripping these sandals back off, because I love barefoot hiking. That is my passion. And shoes are a great tool, and they extend what we can do. Right here's a good example. I could totally hike 12 hours today, but at the end of the day I'm going to be a hurting unit with this metatarsal, and I'm not going to have gone very far because this terrain is so rocky and rough. So as soon as I can, as soon as it smooths out, I'll be taking these sandals back off and returning to my barefoot hike. But I am officially not, at this point, 100% shoeless anymore, because I've had to put my sandals on. Now I still have, these are Zero shoes. These are the sandals that I've been carrying the entire trip for my town days and stuff. And these are about as minimal as they get. And all I really needed was something to cover just the nerve endings, because, just the skin, because my feet are plenty tough to be able to do this. And I plan every step. But God, I think with shoes on, I could probably do 30 miles a day because my feet are so well conditioned. Look how fast I'm moving now through all these rocks. But anyway, I'm not proud of this, but I feel like it was the right thing to do, because if it comes between finishing the hike and finishing the hike 100% barefoot, I will finish the hike. This kind of stinks because I've been through 2 days of snow. I've been through countless miles of gravel and rocks. And one little injury. I kicked a rock with the metatarsal. Kicked the rock with the ball of my foot and bruised that metatarsal. and then I did it a second time, and then it never has completely healed. When I came back out the Monday after the 4 days off trail, I was not 100%, but I just kept walking on it, and it did better and better. But then now, since the rocks are getting worse, I beat it up again. Yesterday I did 12 miles, which is not much. I left the hotel at 10 a.m. or 10:30, something like that. I think I started walking at 10:30. So they were the last several were slow miles because it was so gravelly. And at the end of the day, my foot was hurting. I slept overnight, and the pads of my feet swelled up. And then when I stepped on them this morning, I could hardly stand on them. I knew today was going to be bad. But anyway, I think this is the right thing to do, and I just have to swallow my pride and do what I have to do to finish the hike. So I'm easily able to go probably 4 times as fast as I was on this gravel, so that's good. I talked with my wife about my decision, and she's happy because I'll be able to turn the miles and get back to her quicker. And Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, you were wonderful. Virginia, you have kicked my butt. The rocks, you got me. Still really interested to see what Pennsylvania holds. I've heard so many horror stories about it, and I keep picturing, I've seen video clips. It doesn't look that bad. It just looks like you need to really watch your foot placement. There's a road right next to us here, and I think that this is the Blue Ridge Parkway. Somebody told me earlier it was the Blue Ridge Parkway. This is a view from Taylor Mountain. It's beautiful. The trail follows the guardrail over there, so I'm gonna jump back on it. I just wanted to come over and see the view. Yeah, I made the right call for sure. I don't know if you can see it, but every time I put down my left foot, I'm basically hobbling on it. Because even on this smooth surface right here, it hurts. So the good thing about this hiking in sandals is that just that little thin skin of protection is taking the direct pressure off of that metatarsal where it's hurt. And I'm gonna bet I could probably walk 15 or 20 miles a day and my foot still heal while I'm walking. Whereas before, with the gravel, I'm touching that spot directly just about every step, and because the rocks were so small, that it just kept getting more and more aggravated. So we'll see, but I think this will allow me to heal and still keep making progress and not have to get off trail. God bless whoever's done this. Alright, so somewhere right in here is mile 750. Hard to believe. Here's the view from Mills Gap on the Blue Ridge. 2,435 feet. I think it's time for a snack. It's 6:10 in the evening, and I finally made it to the water source that I wanted. So I decided to come on up the trail to Fork Mountain. Here's the trail, and I'm looking for a spot right around here to sleep. Found my spot here between two trees, and I'm going to set up the tarp here in a minute. Don't really need it tonight, but I'm going to set it up anyway. Ended up with 18 miles, 18.1. I'm actually at mile 760.2. All right, barebag line is in the tree. I've decided to just go with another quick diamond setup just between two trees. I'll pull it out later on and stake it. Not expecting any rain tonight, although it's a little breezy. Should sleep pretty good right here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my dinner, get the rest of the contents in my bear bag that should be there, and call it a night. So good night, and I will check in the morning.